Yamamo akwaba afi kasiabo no enchiremu enie domkuba mashebadwam banu tini ay Alexander afenyo makra no kopiemu ewa futuo no ene ya de hye omo hono no jese omo eye esesene parliamentary ozon na ye omo openipa ede wo ma no se mashebadwani na wakasa echiremu sem ewum se domkuma e wo mashebadwamu no wonum ehu swade nanso muntumi ntenase ema NDC amanyokura mo dom kese no entumi entu fansho omo so entimi enkyere omo de omo nya kram wakasa echirem se ha adwinye pa efisendo anadwo ombo moden ekoso mo kwakoye vetin nanso vetin na se no edu baabi no na jese ne edom kese na hunu so omo hu so nti wonu pese mutu ede hye wono so ekere omo de omo nya nti no chirem se dabi ewum se dom kuma no omo hu so nanso omo ye mighty omo gyina mo nanso ye pa ne senti omo ntumi nyina honom enye hwe hansa ema jese ndi se amanyokura mu ma omo doso se masebedwafo no entimi ensisi wono mokram Alexander afanyo makin akase echirem se wohwa ne muntu a endi samanyoko no ema omoya dom kase masebedwamu no eto nyamia ne munukure ni eha adwenye pa wakase echirem se kemika bememu no ehu behia se ene endi samanyoko no mu ema omoya masebedwafo ene omakwa dom kase no wombenya abotre etumi akabo no dom kuma ni nyina didwuma na abo Ghana etimi akona ne mpuntom esene se omoya omadwene se omodoso nti kian ne kan betiete wo no no ochirem se nyade a ebetimi akonka ne yekura Alexander afanyo makin akase echirem se wohwe basabasa ya esi endra ewo vetin na se no ode sombo no e de budget ne NDC amanyoko no makan ni fofiri se wono mbomba den echese ne mu bisa nsempo amosense mu bisa ne doso nti ebe ya munyai o kirem se muntumi tenase e madom kese ne kom kasaboa emfa so muyem efiri so ma na yatimu no e dom kese ne okuma de kabom ne boa Ghana cheche ne kanko no etumi kon kanti omekwaso agyina mo nanso aya dwumaden asom Ghana no momfa ho ene nsema hodo a dom kese no ebe kan de akere wonom.
Despite this, we are beginning to observe attempts by the majority to force through some rules and railroad them through a rubber stamp process. We are also beginning to observe a breakdown of security, law and order within the precincts of Parliament, and especially last night at the committee room by some NDC thugs. These thugs were hired, organized and brought in to come and intimidate the minority. But let me tell the NDC, we are few, but we are a mighty few. We are firm in our conviction, we are determined, and we shall never surrender to their intimidation. Yesterday, we saw verbal attacks, mass, and it took the vigilance of the police to escort us out of the chamber. We commend the police for what they did last night in ensuring law and order, and we urge them to continue their good work.
Enowachi ana Alexander afenyo makin ejina domkuma nanim ekasa na wasan kire musem wohwe eye krakomayi no sene vetting committee no ana wo manu no chimse dwumadi a wodi no eye partisanship tesene oye NDC ni mapanisanti dwumadi odi nyina odi edema NDC amayoko nanso ochirem se kebmenke biamemu no nyade a yese yedi ni sane senti efri neko ehu behia se eye crack no ba no homode an wa resign edi afri so fitene dwumadi a wodi no enya dia ekonka ne kura no so Alexander Finyomaken echire ni semu.
Now the clerk to the committee. This clerk to the committee has shown her colors that she is of the NDC stock. We are going to officially write to the clerk to Parliament to withdraw this lady from the appointment committee. And that lady must either resign as a parliamentary staff or change her posture without delay. When we were in government, this same clerk will insist that the minority must have its say, read through reports before it is signed by the chair. This same clerk today will advertise those who have been scheduled for vetting at midnight without notice to us as minority. Report gets signed, and the first time the minority will see the report will be on the floor. The practice has been that I would see the draft, go through, share my concerns before it is signed. But on a number of occasions, I try to engage quietly to resolve these things. Not even once has this NDC clerk brought a report to my attention. This morning, after all her numerous sins, she committed another grave sin this morning again. We were in Parliament as early as 8 o'clock to have our caucus meeting. When we were done, the majority chief whip reached out to the chief whip of our caucus that they wanted us to have a meeting. We agreed to the meeting. They said they were waiting for
106.9.
Ne krakra mo no ena dom kuma no banu dini esan kasa no de sombo ode budget and majority chief whip ne den edge and dafia mapo o chirem so no nso enni samanyo ko ni penny for power so modern abada o ma no bo adwuma den na som Ghana nanso ba wo ba ye ntokwa no wa bokobla ni minim e wo vetting na se o chirem se sana moto openi ni tu ye no ebe manim ya de enni samanyo ko ni ntwene se free se enye ntokwa and I'm calling ye ever vetting as and so emunchrimuno say and odosom ye.
But to my respected friend Roxy Eche Dafiamapo, if he thinks that he is still in opposition and he would be a bully, then he would meet his meter. The Dafiamapo has gained notoriety of shouting, yelling, undermining his own chairman, interrupting proceedings, undermining his own majority leader, and he describes himself as the avant-garde of the government. Really, is it the first majority chief whip? The majority chief whip role is to be a key negotiator. He should be a diplomat in the chamber. His job is not to fight. If he did so successfully in opposition, now he is in government. So President Mahama and his government may have to rethink their choice of Roxy Eche Dafiamapo as their majority chief whip.
Any awoti ye ayedom kuma masibedwam wanom panu tini ni den edi Alexander afenyo Markin nensem we mo no nso masibedwuma chama hene right honorable Kings for Suma na bapen akase ne etiremu sem endrada basabasa ye koso e wo beti na se amekese no microphones ahodo ene ka busu ase ni hinada wakase etiremu sem enya ade o my Ghana ni biada sika kaprebempo o man photo de betua kada tofia kwa bi si o manim o tiremu se eye parliament crack ema moden emfa krata emfa kuma mpenifo ka biwom no montena se no mu hunu se eye masibedwofo mbo moden yes abasabasa roman kasa busuma ketua on be siesie ane ma hodo na ase no wasaka se tiremu se omfa krata enkoma IGP na post for ensure say enye criminal investigation if na moto no moto no ya no mopa se be ya nipa biara mbe fa no ye kopabo no emra ebetumi ene na die eye honorable speaker of parliament ono so ejemre eche mu ene all parliament
in pursuant of 1993 Act 460, I direct the clerk to Parliament to cause to be undertaking a full assessment of all damage caused within the committee room and parliamentary presence as a result of the misconduct of the members. Not a single peso of public funds shall be used to repair or replace any damaged property. Instead, members found responsible shall be surcharged for the full cost of repairs and replacement with deductions from their emoluments, including the salaries of members if necessary. 3. In pursuance of the provisions of the Constitution 1992 and the standing orders of Parliament, I further direct the clerk to Parliament to formally lodge a complaint with the Ghana Police Service to conduct a full criminal investigation into the matter for appropriate action.
Any awoti ye eyoma Ghana masibedwam acha mehene right honorable Kings for Suma na papen nene ena awoti ye
Yanto akasiabone so na first deputy speaker ono na yetituna ne yade ma appointment committee no Bernard Enyaford nsema betuja eyade ode chopa akasia pa ede amatememufo no esa ye basabasa ye call so we vet hono mo abra na omo tototo ye ministers no ma no e wo ya wada ye obepo bo so me de to so aduasa no ana o che sa de omo ye de omo age atumu se omo anye ne ye kura esa nse entwe ye mpanifo amo be hwe omo na ama na tumpon no ana ma se twa mo ho ekono nto de chopa kese pa e de ama speaker of parliament ene ye mpanifo omo nwa hye bedwafie ene timemfo ni na asa omo sra omo ado omo fo omo boni na efenche wo na emo me ya de omo be jai bibiara omo ye ne se ne be ye omo betimi asiesi oman Ghana se ne omo kan ye ne pepepe.
Honorable members, last night during our sitting, what started as a disagreement between members of the committee with regard to vetting some of His Excellency the President's ministerial nominees degenerated into a full-blown physical altercation between members of the committee, leading to a destruction of some furniture and microphones in the committee room and disruption of proceedings, causing the sitting to end abruptly. The damage to these items affected the functionality of the committee and has also tarnished the dignity of the institution and its members. Upon assessment of the extent of the damage, one microphone was damaged beyond repairs and has been replaced. Fortunately, this morning, proceedings will carry on without any technical hitch. It is essential that we assure a swift return to order and maintain the integrity of our parliamentary process. The action that unfolded last night have drawn significant concern from the public and are cause for reflection on the conduct of professionalism of our members of parliament and the institution of parliament. It is crucial that we restore confidence in our committee's ability to function effectively and responsibly. While forcefully disagreements during plenary and committees are permissible, physical altercations are totally prohibited, and the laws of our country emphatically prohibit saying what happened last night totally unacceptable.
And they are with you, first deputy speaker, no one at the appointment committee, no, Bernard and here for.
Yan to Akasebon so yafi an infantry mo. Ewo omampeni ebedi akire Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyei ede adesre ede ato abibiman aka ndifo nyanim so momode antenase na mo nyada enka omuti emfampam ho na momode so betumi abo adwumaden aboa na eye African Continental Free Trade Area no ni matumi akonkan na aboa amadwadie nso ni matumi akonkan ede eba bibiman onse ya de tudwa endrada na eye wada eye opepambo so meto so aduasam Okasa no zenye delegate ahodo mu free amama ahodo bi so ba ya wo dodo beboro be de zenye ahanan ana afi nso eye amampanifo maako be de sen gwatwe so ba bia dwebe na etodwa e wa Accra International Conference Center na nyasem kuma kra wendra da na Professor Jenna no Opoku Agyei okasa de ochire mi sem ade ba ko betumi abode bi man yetumi akoya nim e wo mpuntom ni nyane sem ye betumi aboa na ne ma ahodo biada akwakoya kwansidi a ehe bibi man titiri efa jese ne enwuma ahodo NF adwade hu botu memboden etimi ayini yada etimi edefri honom Jenna na Opoku Agyei agaza ekire mu sem ebiman tumi kabom baako ne aboye homode ze betumi abadwumaden ne yabo de eti ede apam ho abadwumaden betumi abo mekabam ka biamamwo no akonanim afis adwade ze betumi akonka mebura dodo na da omunya dwuma nye ne omunya tu kwa mona nso eso betumi atwam omampani bedachi asanka ze ekire mu sem obom pa yese bi menyina betumi aye baako no matuma gina mona titiri ofa jese ne bibiman wonum sikasem ahonene efa nyinam kane yensensema hodo a entan enkonkan afin so edu bia mebundo do wada omunya adwuma enye nso eha adwenye pam ye ma me Professor Jenna no Opoku Agyei asanka se ekire mu sem ohwe animu se bi menyina betumi aka wonum tumade abom baako na timi aboa titiri na adwade yensensem no ebimema yetumi afa no tumafa edi efrese be ya nema hodo a yekra edi fema na de ba agise bimema hodo aka mu no so betimi ate na ba biman so ebeye kra behwe ewa mansan nyina adwaso ma brofo nso etime bedi dwa bimemu ojemre ekasa ndrata odwumede na sense ma do so meye no enie.
Mobile payments interoperability. In Ghana, we have prioritized mobile payments interoperability to ease trade and promote financial inclusion. Imagine the transformative impact of this technology. Imagine if this technology was scaled across the continent to enable seamless transactions between businesses and consumers in different countries. To expedite the single market agenda, we must invest collectively in building robust digital infrastructure. Besides connecting people and markets, this will also drive innovation and entrepreneurship. As we deliberate on these issues, I call on all of us as leaders to embrace and champion and expand this initiative. The success of the single market depends on our collective will and decisive action. We must accelerate progress to ensure that Africa's gains are realized for this and for the future generations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we engage in today's sessions and deliberations, I encourage all of us to work, to network, to collaborate, to share ideas that move us closer and closer to
Eni awoti Ghana mampeni ebedi akire Professor Jane Nana Opoku Agyei ne kura mo no ena Chief Executive Officer Edema Africa Prosperity Network ne de Sidenk eye Frank eye Autumn ono so kasaye ekire mu se ade ba ko ebetimi wode bibiman yetumi atumpon pa titiri efa adwadiem kabimam kabi ena nwa betumi abuso mebu na nya adwuma ne nyane se wo betumi aba moden akabom afa adwen baako na atumi aboa na biman anya kra behwe fi se biman so eye ade asempinifo adwene ho ye no muka omuti de bom no mu yi pese muka de tonche betumi aboa ma mensa ba amansa adwa so nyina bi manso aba ba yakra behwe e o wiase nyina
through infrastructure investment and enhancing logistics for free movement. Today we will build on the momentum with series of critical sessions that will further shape our path forward, aligning with this year's theme, delivering Africa's single market through infrastructure. Invest, connect, integrate. This theme underscores our collective responsibility to realize African continental free trade area as a vibrant reality. Our mission is clear: to unite Africa's political and business leaders in advancing the agenda of transforming our continent into the world's largest single market.
Any awoti ye chief executive officer at the African Prosperity Network neden at the Setink Frank Tom and awoti ni kamani boy yen sem treni Sammy Poku and de ebesom yen
yan to akase bone so na opani a yayi ni so no na omehwe o ma ya pomuden ho nsem ya kwabna minta akando abehye se eye na hyebedwafo agi ni tuma ya de obeye hwehwemu e de afa ambulance maintenance contract ne ho when I watch him say, ya dear, or him say, Ministry of Health, and a campaign no, on betimi account, as a senior bay, ambulance, a war, my no, it's me, Eddie Juma, senior say, na Sanson or Sansoka say, 307 ambulances, say, yeah. Abinda da no ede buy no na chese scanner da so $41 million. Na sisi ana mo de 5-year maintenance contract aba no chese sika amo say da so no $77 million ha uche ma ya de o ma ye frakadam ye papa abinda da no krono ana omobo.
The spare parts of ambulance and the contract between the company which is supposed to maintain the ambulances and the Republic of Ghana. Per my briefing, these are the facts. Because, Mr. Chairman, if approved by the committee, I am determined to investigate that particular matter. So I can only give you the facts as I was briefed. Mr. Chairman, the facts are that, number one, that same company was given the opportunity to buy not less than 307 ambulances at the rate of $41 million. And Mr. Chairman, per my briefing, the contract I have seen, then the minister went ahead to sign a contract for the maintenance of the 307 ambulances at the rate of $77 million in 5 years. So, Chairman, don't forget that we all have cars. The deterioration of any car is not as much as the last 5 years, the first 5 years or 4 years. Your machines may not be deteriorated that much. And so these are the facts available to me, and I am going to institute investigation.
And ya wuti ye minta kando owie no chemu se ehu hia se ye o man Ghana ye betimi akra aduane e de afri aman foforo so esan se aduane e wo man ni mu.
Let me ask you, first, on your CV you've indicated you're a farmer. I know you to be a commercial farmer. Not many people know you to be a farmer. Can you share with us what you have done so far in your business life?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I hold a humble view that as a country we have absolutely no reason to import food into this country. We can feed ourselves, and have spoken about this issue severally, and therefore I took the trouble upon myself to demonstrate it. And so I started with cocoa farming, then I ventured into rice. Almost every household in this country consumes rice. Mr. Chairman, I start from planting through processing to distribution of rice. I started with not less than 150 acres of rice in the western north region. At the moment, this year, Mr. Chairman, I'm doing not less than 5,000 acres of rice in the Yagaba, So, Kobori, and EZC area in the northern part of the country.
Owie ya na oto aso se health contract wo ho no mu no so obana se bibia ekoyi anya ade a obetwam na emom ohwe na se ohaw bi wo mu a obehu sane obesifa asia no kwan.
So I know you will be able to take the next questions with tact. There is often held perception that when new government assume office, people from all manner of places approach the new government, and it leads to termination of contracts, frustration of businesses. I have some businessmen who have sent me a message, and because you are a private sector man, they want to know what will be your attitude towards those who would come to you and say, terminate this, investigate this, do this, do that. You mentioned the ambulance thing, for instance. The way you see it may not be how it is, all right? And as a businessman, what measures would you put in place to stop those hardliners who will come to you with that kind of undo this?
That is the engine of growth. I am not prepared to capriciously terminate any contract. The chairman, as and when there is a need to inquire into it, I will do so.
And ya uti ye your penny I have a son no me share or my pomudin honsamo kwabna minta akando.
Ye jina we so akofan aboafo adwaton de ye ba kase bodi aka no ye betine nyina efri honom e de amamo.
Makwantu ohunsam eye medadwen nanso me yansam tro ne nti menya adaje ye hwehwemu ekohu Sunday Sam's consult na wonom nti ende metimi ba menya abre ne adaje ekenkan ye eye investigations about womo na me hu se wo apply for visa assistance a enfeli efri se wonom e track records madanse die nie ma me nintreo Sunday Sam's consult edi Britia webi ebeje o visa amount. Say we call United Kingdom, Canada, Dubai, Poland, Croatia, Nafe Kradia, Serbia, any Greece in so abeka ho work permit etechere. Ma menchira wo mo etchere kwan. Sunday Sam's consult e wo Ofanko barrier. Asofan a wo ben Wise Park Hotel. E wo Asofan New Station hono a. Phone number 0244291546. Email address nso e samuel626@gmail.com. Yeti ehudi enti we connect dreams with opportunities. E manenye wadwendwen frɛ wonom na nso bedi adanse media.
Yamamo akwaba afi yento akase bɔne so e na yenkopie mu ewa sante matem ne yenkwe eye frante eno no ewo adwira sekire dumase ewo asante matenum no henpopo wo krona no ene ade so mo hono mo akasa ensa egwonum sayem ede adesre ede ato Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama nim say omomode no omra honom emra wonom mo afiri say ade hye no ebre ye pa na ebise na nase na asembe na asie nana echirem se nansem ntam de omuntumi ndawo fulani fo edwonum na ntwe abode wro mpotem honom dodo na nso omo frante no munyada eyakuafo na chese fulani fo de omo na ntwe etini edididi fo omumfo mu ese omumfidi nyina nana aka se echirem se dwumade we hye ase no enye ne achapa na so mo moden apuma bompanifo amane aka na so nyade ampanifo etie wonom ne nana aka se echirem se ne ade hye mpotem honom no enam se kuaye adwumade nkuto no musi hu kuanti amaze sia meke se nkonta atubentum dombe die mpo ayetempa de ma ono mefiri se fulani fo abeje o monsa ase ene o mufudi de aboso ene o wafu ma ne ye ba wo yo ba ne ye to ahye wo so ne ne wada efin so no ba ya hodo waduane ya se ne nyina ma nantwe na atumi nya duane pa etini edi na na aka se ekyem se ne meke se no eniane hodo bebre na omo edua mpotem onom se bia banchen ebro je se ne bayre emo ka hye ni ade ni nyada no fulani fo do mo nantwe ase nya ma se meke se mo asetrem etima ye de nyipa etini edama wonom nana ne den ede nana sekire eye bobo otoso miensa agaze ekirim sem dedro yi de Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama unkuto wanim ne mpani foto omani a eto ne senti bomade na bra o musira bam efiri sem senti sadoma omaden abotaguro e ma de hye no bia kopa brantan ene nkranta ase nana nam na mo ni fulani fo de sie ne ne owo nko akwafi so muntumi ntenase e omna mo no omfo mo nsa emfa nso mo de minifam eye adwumaden abo mo man Ghana kuya konkan na nipa bi betunya fa mra hye mo nsem abeso mu mfudi na jemre ene nsem trofo ekasaye
ne tu na mo tu maka na sisi ameka sei baabi amegina so hwe machi ho a obiafo no man ne saa no ne nipa no na atwa emo ano na awe na saa ntiafo wura no waboka banche bayire katie beans ene mo na de ha adwene se banche no omo ba no mo na tuom atwitwa magu ama mo no awe oba yire so so mbeto se apata na omo adwiri na mo na awe beans oba no de sika wom na adwiri na mo na awe yes so fa okromu a sisi se mo na se we nyina ka cashew ne de bebo ye ho bra so cashew no be ko na mo na be fase na de wase nyina omo de ko nti wo fo wura no ebetime di na otwe na wunya ba kokora mfa na ho owia na ofin se esere da no anu atwaja atum no ahyesere no nti omo mfu obi wo ha na fo 10 acres cashew na ahye ebi de 5 acres ebi de 20 acres ye besere wura mampanyi ne mane ye Ghana nyina hyedase Francis so ka ho bi se ye mfudie ko mo de fa so wo ha na ayoro ho enu an ye de hwe ye ma ene ye busu nyina ne ye yere no ensusu se de ye nya bi mfa nya hwe ye eka na to me manfo nti na me say enough is enough aye ye say Roman pen say omra mu na franti krodua na ye ho ntoye na nantwi a omagye ekuro na fa no enough is enough aye ye say Roman pen say omra mu na franti krodua na ye ho ntoye na nantwi a omagye ekuro na fa no onkasa mu enesa da ne obechansa approach fa chi nyina agum
eni a woti ye eye ohene ono ene da frante ekroda no ne den ede nana sekire bobo a otoso emienu ne kwakura mu na de hia wonom so wa frante ewo eye asante matanum eje men sentrofo kasaye ena wonom ekire misem ensem we hia se nye ne moden akwakobo MC Yamane wonom de bia akoto ma se bedwani a wo honom anim na afi nso police commander nim nanso o ya nya de mpanifo yi eke bi de ma omunti omonto sere Ghana mampani so omro omun sere bam sente sa de omomade de na hwo musem na mani fulani fo ne nantwie no asie ni se be betumi abono mo so eye kwi adwuma mo ye no mo ho etini atowo no
yentia yeni abra boko jansa abregina ne se yetie kuro mu ena nantwie wo mo fra dwira wo mo ba se ye ha na nsuo wonti no wo mo begu asa che se ye niema ade asa ya da no na nantwie nam yemfuom ade ba to ko no ma se onyema nyina ya yetimi nfuom enti yase ade to aban nim so mo a yese da ba ya emo no nipa kura nam so wo mo ba ya madu ya ha no won ni pakro no onyi na mo afiri ha ya dua banche ya dua buro ya dua tia ha tia pa na ye adwuma ye bekwa nwuram na nantwia akọwe no ma bubu ya banche ya nya hwe babasia na no ko sesa matia ye dia nantwia ya atia ya keka tia no musa ye kofa enye yi enti ya sra ban so momo aye anya sare a ene kroma nyina obeti ya kogum ti sa ya nya adwuma ama mo amesa no no maton na ne oni ni wura enkwadi ni sika hwe anantwie hawa mode abeto kroyesu a mo ese na fata bia yatu edi kan ye ko MP ho de ko sinani ye ko NC nine so e wo ka kire no ye ko police commander municipal police commander ho ye ko mo na so ko ka kire mo a ye hu de ebesi na afi na mo ano eguso na mo
eni a woti ye aya de hia wonom e wo frante a eno no e wo sekire duma se e wo sentimental mu kire mi se wo mo bre pa firi se ne fulani fo etimi ajomufudi nyina e de aboso wie na nyina we sina kase bono yemfa kenkani sia ne mra Ghana ni wonchen we de edru no eye sofa na men sofa aseme dedwa eni se ndoda vetting committee nanim ena dem kuma ne dom kase di nyanta mu wo honom make say microphones ahodo wono ma se ni dodo na cables ahodo ma se no nene ena ma se bedwuma cha mehene right honorable kings for suma na baba bonti chirim se enya de omode Ghana ni sika kapre bampo ebesiesi omode ma se bedwa forum bo modern kodi sa adwuma no sika ene betua na kina bi no ayensen na ho afin so ade sho omo wo frantis so asemi fulani fo ya de biada ya tusi akuafo so ene omo yerem de deda ese omo mfudie yi nsem yenu wei Ghana ni de na wo kan fa ho 0593406565 and afin 0534050199 hello majo
Nhyiraba
sa kwade tema community 11 ma yentio
tema community 11 majo
mejo so
menya ndisi ni die but abambagwin asem na waye no ade na waye no me bona baso pa wayade because enwan yesi ye no mpanifo ntwe
okay
ena fulani fo no so no me ena mafua afuo na no honom no omo yesi omo ba no me de duro ewuduro a ebe ma moa no an eni moa ne start so omo wi a uduro mu ko ye feze omu buo mu a omo be ni saa duro ebe mo ni saa esa na moa no omo nia no omo wuwu a lesta mo be yo mo fikuru mu
ya tisak
enti na de na omo ye no
yo
ese so mo hwe ni ye
me da se pasa kwade me so me da se won so obetimi aba 0593406565 and 0534050199 hello majo
yeda bajo mpom de ten
twede amponya ko padom ye ho ye wudi ne bia ka sefre
yo bajo imenya ndisi ni ya MPP ni no kuna bi ni abato man to bi and the only oban eye ya papa o man se ni e ko na o mu se put it me for ye ya ko ala me ni bi free o ko ma ka ko se o ma mo ka
champion me pacha position ho kakra ma ye na ho ma no etwitwa
me pacho
eye yenko
abere
ye pa me yintio
ayo me se empere fo no o mu sie papa o ma mu ha e ti me ndisi me MPP ni je jamati ma nto aba because o mu sie
kasa.
Yo.
Ti me mufo ye nya hwe nkyɛn.
Yo.
And as a berba ko to mu di sika no. MPC no ba the same thing. Herma kwa parliament.
Yo.
Wo ka se ti o so o meka se di wa nka ni ye. Mo mpani fo mu ni nyansa mo na mu ni nyansa e da mo ye. Me da se opani ayi for so fulani for so no.
Me pa cho ka ba ko na ma meta mo nti nyame nhira pa se wo ba so. Hello Bajo.
Oh, Kwadwo praise.
Hallelujah mama.
Ofa ekwanso.
Oh, ekwanso.
Ofa ekwanso.
Mama me se ekwanso.
Oh, ofa ekwanso.
Oh, me fa form kasa ma yenkwe.
Nyami sham na ejuma pa mudi waka na ha.
Ya da se.
Nyami sham pa DLFM. No size. Ne ya fem mama sarebo to ma jo laptop.
Pa cho me yenti.
Na me de nyina asanu kwade entu se bi wo. A me company fo ne wo. Vetini yo mu ye. Eye simonfo na sa ya gina we sisia no. De no mu kire ye. Amu mpanyifo na kasa na mu ye. Mu kire ye. Ene mi mom de eni de mu a me pa mu acho meto mu fo nyimre wu. Me pa mu acho omu njai.
Okay.
Omu fa san papa bi anfama.
Yo.
Besa to aba fulani fo ni nchen. Fulani fo no sisia no mu ya no. Na ko so bi Adwoa wa bredi adon etre uko kanso na dani problem. Ti mente se di mo. Adorson.
Ya da se.
Baba ofa.
Bye. Ya besre endam yemre nti afrefo dwumade de nyina ebesi ha na musei. Na DJ Malam Boamia na min project eye mi ankasa madamfo ba ko yesem twire ni ewo Silver FM. Ne den ede ohene ba kwabena betu. Ne wife ne den ede message ohene ba kwabena bedu na ene na woda ne senti. Message nyankopon onhyira pa na onpagyawo na onye okese. Se wo hokafo ye adwuma ewo Silver FM ene Silver TV. Ohene ba kwabena bedu se ne eye wo hokafo awodai. DLFM de Kenya se nyankopon onhyira na onye okese pa. Oma ngwesra no enye kese onto won kwandem na de pebia wasase we si no oma ebi emra won sra bamti we eye happy birthday enko enfama message ohineba kwabena bedu a wokuno eye adwuma e wa Silver FM any TV we na Ghana ni yegina we si na kase bo ne yabunu komu sep kase bo nim se mu fo ye maze me bear entwi ne se mu ede ema yen DJ ma de ekopie mu e wa Facebook no so eniani me na ebesuma ni mire no edi ameje so eye Nhyiraba Kwadwo Sammy bi mene
Adwoa Agyei Sikapa
na me kaos yankopon ya adoma kwesi ada ba ihia yen na mesum Jesus dwumadie no yentena se ne yendi nkomo kosua babu ne efisense mbisa be koso akyade enso ebe konstitution me kwesi ada anumre esa nopa no nsia ekopem anopa nonkron na mesum Jesus dwumadie no yemframa emeson wo mo bibia mu enitia ade hie ne yeso so na package ofana kunwa na akopama so nsema abeton sa no bomoden e de asome yen enumre
DL Power Sports emu ade ejawom dedew DL Power Sports emu ade ejawom dedew